Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time joining us, my name is Mark and this is my Daddy Diary episode 39. For those of you that watched last week's episode, you will know that I mentioned I was going to see the Spice Girls last weekend at Wembley Stadium, and it was incredible. It was so good. But I'm not going to go into that now. I did manage to film some bits and pieces of questionable shakiness in terms of footage, but I will put together a little vlog just to sort of give an overview of the day, because it was absolutely incredible. I seriously enjoyed myself so much. So I will put that video together and put that out as soon as I can. Whilst I'm talking about other videos, I'm still waiting for a few more questions really to do the Q&A for the 6 to 9 month period. So if you do have any questions or anything you want to add, pop it in the comments down below. I'm hoping to film that video next week, but I kind of need to make sure there's enough questions before I can do it. So yeah, I just need a few more questions. So if you've got anything you want to ask, pop it in the comments below and I will add it into the video. So on to this week. Now, I did mention probably about a month and a half ago that we'd had an appointment from the health visitor to come and do the 10-month checkup, which happened on Monday. That's just gone. I'm really pleased to say that everything is going according to plan, as it were. Head circumference is on track, her length is on track, her weight is perfectly on track. Everything in that sense is going absolutely fine. I also mentioned that they'd sent a questionnaire out of lots of questions about her sort of communication skills, fine motor skills and gross motor skills, which we had to fill out before the health visitor got here. Now, for the vast majority of the things, it was a yes, she's doing all those things. There were a few bits that were sometimes, and then there was just 2 things that she just hasn't done yet, which was the pulling herself up against a sofa or a side or whatever, and sort of being stable on her own 2 feet whilst holding herself up. That bit she hasn't done yet. So the health visitor has said that she would like to come back in about 8 weeks' time just to check up on that specific thing in terms of gross motor skills, just to make sure that everything is on track and there's not an issue there. I don't think there is. To be honest, on reflection, she does pull herself up a lot more than we realised she did. I think now that we did the questionnaire and we're really looking out for it, we're seeing it a bit more. So by the time the health visitor returns, I'm not concerned at all. Obviously, the health visitor was really lovely, because you know how much I get nervous about those sorts of things when you feel like you're being judged a lot. So I was very nervous, but she was really, really lovely. She gave us some extra little sort of hints and tips of things we could try. But generally, it all went very, very well, and so we just need to see the health visitor again in about 8 weeks' time. But I'm pleased, because it's another one of those things ticked off and done for now, at least. Until the next one, whenever that is, I can't remember. Whoops. As I've mentioned quite a few times over the last few months, Sophie is doing absolutely fantastic on weaning and getting onto solid foods. But as we are now sort of hurtling towards that 10-month period, we're aware that the food packets and stuff that we've been buying actually get bigger and they get a lot more expensive. So we're planning on introducing more of our food into her diet as well. And bless Mark, my husband, he has gone and got 3 Ella's Kitchen cookbooks, which are full of recipes that are absolutely brilliant for feeding a family that are also feeding someone who isn't completely on solid food yet. Everything else is pretty much plodding along as you would expect, really. There haven't been any major catastrophes this week or any big dramas. There have been a couple of tantrums, but it's nowhere near the level and the volume that they were a few weeks ago, which I spoke about in that video. So everything's actually going really well. We're just kind of plodding along as you do, which kind of means there really isn't a massive amount to talk about this week. At the moment, we're sort of really encouraging her to play on her front as much as we can to try and get her to crawl, because she's still not quite there. She is getting very, very good at spinning herself around on her tummy and sliding herself backwards. She will pull herself forwards, she just isn't quite pulling her knees up and getting crawling yet. So we're hoping that that's going to happen sometime very soon, because she seems like she's getting very, very close to it. But then some people have said to us that their little ones did the whole tummy time, spinning round, shuffle backwards, and then just went straight to pulling themselves up and walking. So who knows? But hopefully that will continue to develop the way it should over the next week or so, and I'll have something else to report. I think that pretty much wraps it up, so I think this might be a slightly shorter episode this week, which I'm sure is fine by all of you. I know it's definitely fine by me, it's less editing to do. So I think I'm going to wrap it up for this week. As always, thank you for stopping by and watching. Don't forget to stay tuned until just afterwards, and there'll be some clips of Sophie. But for now, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, hit that like button. And if you want to carry on seeing content from us, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye!